We never been to Berlin, but this is the first time for us. We want to see Berlin for 2 years.
Okay.
We're praying God, I want to see Berlin, I want to see Berlin. It's
And God
nice...
gave us.
Yes, I go on the street and I hear English and I hear Italian and I hear French and I don't hear German as much. So it has that international appeal and like a sort of like a cooking, something, new ideas.
I think it's a very vibrant city. It doesn't seem old at all. And
it's relaxed, it's open, it's cheap.
Okay.
I know a lot of artists that live here and they have space and time to realise their projects, and
it has a reputation for being a pretty artistic city, and so far it's kind of fulfilled that.
I like that this festival is happening in a city, in a town, and it is big and also at the same time small, and so it's just right. And then I also like to see all these people with the red Berlinale bags. I see them in Alexanderplatz, and it's like millions of them. And
this is the first time when a strange man, a man from the subway, from the road, he came to us and told us that our movie was good, and we started the discussion in the subway.
it's wonderful. I think it's wonderful to have people enjoying cinema, because that's really the aim of cinema.
And he told us that he bought a ticket to our movie.
Yeah.
And it was a great feeling.
Mm-hmm.
how do you judge an audience's reaction? I've played music a few times on stage before, and the experience of looking out onto an audience is the last thing you want to see, because even if people are really enjoying it, they will stand and stare at you stony-faced without a smile. And so yeah, I think in terms of audience reaction, you really have to trust your audience. And
I think films should be challenging. Not all films should be entertaining. Films should make, an audience feel uncomfortable or whatever.
But I've heard that some of the audience members can be quite outspoken. There was something that happened the other night where there was somebody shouting it was for the Puccini thing.
I was yesterday at a movie and the audience just asked stupid questions.
Shouting at the director.
And as director, you are used to stay in back of the camera and back of attention and just love to play with people, not to be played by people.
Try to avoid all the cliches and giving the audience too much information, but giving the audience enough information so they understand the narrative.
And I really appreciate when a film has really something important to say, but not a message, a very big message like terrorism or racism. I'm more into small things, but small things from life.
I think short films are more personal.
Okay.
So maybe they're not thinking about the audience or trying to sell it or for what. They're just making it to express something.
Из этого я делаю вывод, что есть два языка основных.
I think that there are two different typical cinematic languages.
Один это мировой киноязык.
One is world language of cinema.
На котором говорят некоторые художники и в основном Голливуд.
Normally, Hollywood artists are speaking this world language.
А другой язык это язык внутренних кинематографий.
Inner language of cinematography.
Разных стран.
Of different countries.
Очень закрытый.
Very close.
There are some
jokes
yeah,
can be translated.
Yeah, you cannot interpret it in English. It loses its charm.
Вот тут мировой зритель и те мировые художники, которые представляют кино, которые передвигаются, которые интересуются чужими культурами. И они...
Yeah, my eyes are very open to the difference in the world, and I go to this Serbia in 2 weeks, and in September I go to Lebanon, and these people invite me, so it makes that really the movie is talking to a lot of people, very different culture.
I don't know, I mean, they just had such different experiences to me. I mean, to meet the director from Cuba, it's the second time out of her country. To hear about her experiences in London, where I'm from, it's really fascinating.
I think it's good to meet people with the same interest, and I don't know if I should tell you, but the BRIC-BRAC film was made after the talent campus at the Berlinale of last year. So I think a couple of good ideas for the films were acquired here.
But it's so big and there's so many movies to choose from. You're kind of always looking around to see where to go next.
Yeah.
There's so many options. So it seems like everybody's constantly on the move.
But it's good just to meet other filmmakers and to talk with them and see their films and just to know that you're not alone. To see people from around the world doing things that you like or that are sort of inspiring or, things like that, yeah.
I think Berlinale has a very strange selection, very strange showcase of films. Not only in shorts, also in competition, also in panorama.
Yeah, but I mean that's good.
Yeah.
It's like everybody people are different. Although like competition itself is a weird concept because it's like how you can say, this is better and this is worse. How you can select the most beautiful woman of universe because they're all beautiful in a different way.
If it's a strong film, it doesn't matter if it's animation, documentary or fiction, it'll stand out. If it's crafted, if it's got something to say, or if it's funny, whatever.
I mean, you sort of think that you know so much about films, and then you see stuff, brand new stuff. It's just incredible. I've been very, very impressed with the shorts, just with the variety of work. I guess also with shorts that they're new directors. So when you hear about like the bigger competition, you know some of them, and you kind of have an idea of what to expect. But it's just people coming out of thin air and just seeing just incredible.
I like when people walk in blindly to a theater. I do that a lot. I don't sometimes read movie reviews, or especially here, there's so many films, I have no idea what they're about, and sometimes I'll just step in.
And I mean, there are many other festivals in the world if you just want to compete only with documentaries in a documentary section or animation. I mean, the Berlinale, I think, is very coherent with the festival to mix that in a selection because it has to do with this melange of the festival itself.
That's why maybe Berlinale doesn't reach the level of Cannes.
Okay, yeah.
This is more a social political place, a social political place for films.
I've been to Cannes in 2004 and I found it a very difficult festival to get into. I found it very, very commercial. Everywhere I went there was this guy with flyers going, Irish comedy.
And posters up everywhere, and they're being torn down by other filmmakers to put their poster up, and people are flyering with their postcards. And
I think Berlinale is different than other film festivals, but the difference is great.
Going from the States, there's certain aesthetics, there's certain touches, that you just don't see, or you'll see maybe one or two at a festival. But here, there's just seems much more like the stuff I like.
Some other feeling, a different feeling. It's this city, it's the atmosphere, it's the people here.
Teenagers.
The teenagers, and it's not so official.
Okay.
You have the projection tonight. It's your movie tonight. You don't have to. It will be a red carpet, but you don't have to be dressed like smoking.
They have a spirit, independent spirit behind. So it's not like they're like this trying to pretend that they're Hollywood films. They are just saying, well, this is who I am, this is my story, very honest and very true, without any games. So, and that's what impressed me.